kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Allen going to go to the air right away. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
To the air, Allen. Being chased out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Meanwhile, Levis' throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Rams! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action now. Levis.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Rams.
Anthony Schwartz
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
56.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Allen now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 29 yards.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Hey, home.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking. Slow him down before he truly gets started.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen, escaping the pressure right. At the 30 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Crowley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Levis on 3rd down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run, Pat.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Levis.
Now he steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Will Levis as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's...
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd down, Crowley.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crowley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. But an even better job steady.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Rams are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They run again on first down. Cook. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Middle.
To the air, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play through. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. One final try here for Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead down to 20.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he stopped immediately there.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gap.
The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Kevin Pirates.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Cook up the gut. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crowley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Play action now. Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On first down, Crowley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Crowley, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Los Angeles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.